Hi, my name's Andrew Benson. I'm with the XP Team USA. Just got to a ghost town here. Got buildings behind me, a few foundations back this way. I've got the ORX today, and I wanted to go over real quick on how I set it up for hunting ghost towns. Now, it's not quite as adjustable as the Deus, which in my opinion is a better machine for ghost town hunting, but you can do quite well with it. So I'm going to go over those settings real quick to optimize it in areas where you've got lots of junk. We're talking like nails, flat tin, and bottle caps. So let me turn the camera around. We'll go over those real quick. All right, so when I get to a ghost town, I like to run, it doesn't really matter, coin fast, coin deep. We'll go to coin fast. I mean, as far as I can tell, there isn't much difference between the two other than reactivity. So whichever one you start with is okay. So I'm not going to ground balance at this time. There's just so much junk around here, it really isn't going to make a difference. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to go into my settings. In the case of the ORX, you're going to want to run to some discrimination, because that is going to, whatever's below your discrimination level is going to be your iron tone. In most cases, in a ghost town, I'm going to run that up to 10. There isn't really a lot below 10 that I'm interested in finding. And obviously you are going to have situations where particularly nails and tin are going to skew the ID. But most of what we're looking for is going to be in the 50 range, which is going to be your nickels. At least in this area. I mean, if you did get into some other ghost towns where there's a possibility of finding $1 gold coins and things, you would maybe you lose some of that and want to run your discrimination a little bit lower. So I like to run mine at 10. Sensitivity I leave at 90. Frequency, if there are a lot of bottle caps in the area, I'm going to leave that at 14 kilohertz. If there is a lot of mostly nails, I will run that up in the 30 range. In the frequency in the 30 range seems to pick stuff out of nails a little better than 14 kilohertz, but 14 kilohertz is better for handling flat tin and iron tin, bottle cap, stuff like that. In this particular case, I've got a lot of mixed type stuff, so I'm going to start at 14 kilohertz, and if I need to move up, I will. I like the iron volume on, so I'm going to leave it on. I like to know when I'm in a nail patch. And then reactivity, if I'm not already all the way up, I'm going to run it all the way up. So there's basically your setup. Like I said, it is quite limited as compared to the Deus. I will go over the Deus at some point and show what my settings are for ghost towns on the Deus. It is quite a bit more adjustable and you can get more out of it. But for now, let's go out hunting with the ORX and see what we can find. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention on setup is that I prefer in ghost towns to use the 9.5 by 5 elliptical coil. Gets in between those signal or the trash a little better than the 9-inch round or any of the round coils. All right, got the first signal here with the ORX. Coming into it, it's kind of an isolated target, got nothing around it, so I can use this method to see if it's iron, which don't have an iron buzz. We're reading at 79 for the most part. Now there aren't a lot of sheep herders in this area, so it very well could just be a bottle cap, but let's see what we got, and this shouldn't be very deep. This is really rocky ground. And that is just a shell casing. Okay, so here is one justification for my settings I wanted to show you. So if I'm running along in, I've got it in 31 kilohertz right now, and I come across a piece of tin, Look at the ID I'm getting. Now it is kind of forced, and you know, you could probably tell that it was 10. But let's just change our settings to 14 kilohertz and I'll show you the difference. So in 14 kilohertz, it's trying to discriminate it out. I'm getting a high ID, and sometimes it's not even flashing up on the screen, but when it does, it's, you know, it's in the 90s, high 90s, which is usually iron wrap. And it even sounds quite a bit more forced. So that is one reason I would use 14 kilohertz if I'm in a place that's got a lot of flat tin and bottle caps. Bottle caps are a little bit different. If I come across one, I'll show you what that sounds like. And then, you know, obviously we'll show you what some good signals sound like too. So with ghost town hunting, you're typically, you know, you just have all sorts of iron and chattering going on. You're just looking for a nice clean signal. That's pretty clean right there. Still might not be anything good, but yeah, I think that's going to be something. Let's see. Yeah, it's a piece of lead, but you know, at least it's not iron trash. So that's kind of what you're looking for with the ORX. You're going to get a lot of spitting and sputtering and iron tone and things chopping up, and that's the choppy signals that change a lot when you go around them. Those are usually tin or bottle caps, so just keep that in mind. Keep going here, see if we can find anything good. It's clean sounding signal with the ORX. I mean, obviously it could be anything, but we're reading for the most part 82 up to 90. So let's dig that up, see what we got there. Alright, that just ended up being a chunk of brass of some sort. But anyway, it could have been anything, so you gotta dig them. Alright, so that was just a real quick rundown on the ORX and show you basically how it works in a ghost town. Now I'm just going to do some exploring the rest of the day in the old buildings here. I'll show you real quick what we got.